Let's go! Cool kids step to the front. Cool kids. Too sweet sign for the click.
Bitch, you don't work
Gotta
there.
get the people what they want. Gotta get eradicate quick. Yeah, I'm up next on the prince. They ain't been the same ever since. Living pretty
You're gonna
well
be
on the
single for the
chairman.
rest of your
I ain't
life.
giving no chance like this. Brock Lesnar on the beat.
Look at the heat.
Eat, sleep,
Look at
flex,
the
and
heat.
repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece.
Watch
See
that.
the power level gotta increase.
I get no bitches.
I'm a hoe. Feeling like Gresh Unleashed.
I'm ready.
Hey,
Line.
I like that intro though. Like, I
Line.
really do. Just incorporate everybody. Like,
Everybody who's been on
love
the show. Everybody who's been on the show.
I
Line.
love it.
God damn it. Line. What is my fucking line? What is my line? Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, baby mamas, baby daddies, non-binary pals, and everybody in between. It is your boy. It is your boy back bringing you the Gresh Unleashed podcast. You already know me. It's the voice that gives you everything and then some. It's your boy Gresh. And join me as always is the queen of rebels herself, Suela the Bandit. What's good with you?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, what's up?
Good. Today's a good day. I'm
Today's
surprised
a
it
good
didn't
day.
rain today. Like, I'm very shocked right now. It didn't rain. Especially how them clouds was looking. I was like, I assumed it was gonna rain today.
I walked outside this morning because I wasn't really supposed to go to work, but I had to go save a show. It was a little chilly. I said, "Oh snap, we about to get closer and closer to the cold, and I can't wait." But I may be skinny, but I enjoy the cold.
I do too. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to now. At first, I used to hate it. And I guess it's because I am a winter baby. That's probably why. But yeah, like I used to be like, man, I can't stand the cold. And that's because, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. When I moved, so when I lived in Arizona for like 4.5 years, that's why I used to say I hate the cold so much because I like it out there way better than I like it out here. So it's like just that whole weather adjustment. It's like as soon as I move to a brand new state or as soon as I come back home, I literally like get sick all over again. And I haven't been sick in years. All of a sudden it'll come back and I'm like, oh my God, like why does my body have to do this just to adjust to my new environment?
I feel like,
but it sucks.
I feel like that's a black thing.
It's crazy.
Because I'm not trying to always bring race and stuff, but it's like seeing as I only hang around black people. What just happened? You hear that?
Yeah.
Is that me?
Got a whole echo going on right now.
What? Line.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, wait, is that me?
Today is definitely a good day. It's a great day. Like, oh my God. But yeah, man, like it's weird. Even I used to think that I was like super weird for like coming outside with a hoodie and like shorts on in the cold at first. Like other people be looking like, why you're not cold? Not really. No.
No. To tell the story, back in my day when I lived in Macon, I used to always play basketball in long sleeves, but I had shorts on.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't have shorts. I had shorts. Like I was in the Harlem Globetrotters or something.
Oh,
dang. They were borderline drawers. They were borderline underwear. That's how short my shorts were because it was like, bro, my head might be chilly, but I'm feeling myself. I lost in the game every time I played basketball, but that's another story. But god damn.
Yeah,
we're already 5 minutes into the podcast, but for those of you who are joining us, or those of you who are listening to audio format, thank you for joining us here for episode 18 of the Gresh Unleashed podcast, officially, unofficially, because we produce a whole nother version of this, but that is never seeing the light of day again. But if you are new around here, make sure you support us any way you can, and that's just by hitting the subscribe button or wherever you listen to your podcast. And also, before we get on today's show, or before I give you a rundown of today's show, got a little Gresh Unleashed podcast house notes. Patreon exclusive content is coming back. Just working on some things behind the scenes, like the watch and vibe segment will be a priority, among other stuff that comes to mind as far as like what's coming back when it comes to Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, shouts out to our Patreon backers over at patreon.com/Gresh Digital. New month, it is September 1st. If you are listening in audio format, you're getting this a day later or at the end of the podcast. You know how I work. I'm a night hound. So I appreciate those over at Patreon for your continued support. I won't drop your names individually like the Deadlock podcast because those names are fucked. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys so much as far as the support when it comes to Patreon. Also, speaking of support, I appreciate you guys' support over on the Gresh Unleashed or the Gresh on YouTube channel because I recently stopped doing universe mode content, the version that I used to do. And it's mainly because the interest wasn't there. Like I would like from behind this, not I was interested in doing it, but from a viewer standpoint, nobody was searching it out. Nobody was looking to it. So instead of continuing on a dead path, I just adapted and just evolved as far as like I've released 2 videos this week or this past week, and that's more than what I usually do. And that's because the shorter videos are easier to edit. And speaking of editing, Reddit, I am officially back on Reddit. You can join the Gresh Reddit over at reddit.com/r/Gresh. It's that simple. I quickly reclaimed that, or I quickly claimed that subreddit because nobody wanted it. So I'm like, shit, I'll just keep my name, and I'll just do it. But yo, I'm back doing Reddit reaction videos over on the Gresh YouTube channel. If you guys want to be a part of that and post something interesting, funny, wrestling related content, or some stuff that you would like me to see or that you've done in your own time and you want me to react to it in the video, if it's mainly funny, hey, I got you. Just join my official subreddit over at r/Gresh, and it's pretty straightforward. I think that's all the house notes. You got any house notes on your end that you can think of before not including the chop it up with the bandit segment, but anything that you think I should bring attention?
The UFC, like as far as that goes, I'm thinking about renaming it Fight Fest.
Okay, so what she's talking about, we're actually going to introduce more segments for her. I'm trying to get her out of her little shell that is
Yeah, he's
annoying me a
trying,
little
y'all.
bit.
Like,
I'm like, this girl's gonna get out her damn shell at some
cause he
point.
know, like, I love being in my niche.
I'm like, I'm gonna
He's
put you out.
trying my best. He's
I'm
trying
like,
his best to push me.
me and you gonna fight in a minute because I'm like, this woman right here is about to drive me fucking insane because I don't understand it. I don't understand it, but I think that's all the Gresh Unleashed podcast house notes that we got, man. Like I said, hopefully you guys continue to support us, whatever we do going forward, because this is something like I don't care if it's one person or a million people listening. This is just something we want to do. We love to talk about wrestling, sports, entertainment, whatever the case may be. We just like to talk, and it started off as a solo podcast, but now we're doing it big, 18 episodes in. So we appreciate you guys for doing that. And speaking of episodes 18 in, or should I say episodes, what we got going on down right here. Like I'm trying to work on my segues, but it ain't working thus far. I'll get to it. But we are officially at the 2-year mark of the one and only tribal chief Roman Reigns. We are celebrating 2 years of Roman Reigns as Universal Heavyweight Champion. What was his most memorable feud? We will talk about that as we get to it. Also, Seth Rollins and Matthew Riddle. They got a little spicy on Monday Night Raw. They had social media buzzing some B words. You actually saw it in the intro. If you caught the new intro, you saw a little certain bitch. You got that. Also, speaking of Raw, we're gonna stick it to Raw. Did we all get worked? I mean, this is a spoiler, but hey, did we all get worked by the outcome of the women's tag team tournament finals? More to the story. Is there more to the story? We don't know because social media was pissed, me included, because I'm a Dakota Kai fan. So
Yeah, I
how.
feel some type of way too. So yeah, we get to it.
And then we also got Worlds Collide, NXT Worlds Collide. That just became interesting overnight, especially it's like I wasn't really interested in NXT Worlds Collide, but then NXT 2.0, they just said, you know what, we're finna get you interested in Worlds Collide. And speaking of, and also we'll be talking about Clash at the Castle, do our typical speed round preview and predictions for Clash at the Castle, AEW All Out 2022, and NXT Worlds Collide. It is a interesting weekend, or a fun weekend if you're not a toxic cocksucker for a certain brand. Then you're in for a treat because you just enjoyed the sport. But it's like, hey, we got 3 premium live events / pay-per-views, and All Out is probably going to end when Raw goes on the air because that's going to be a long ass show. But all right, we might as well start off with the big news of the I guess you could say today's podcast, and that is acknowledging the great, acknowledging the GOAT, the self-proclaimed best of the world, best in the world.
Oh yeah,
the tribal chief Roman Reigns. 2 years since this man came.
2 years.
Came
Two
to at
full
SummerSlam.
years.
2 years since he came at SummerSlam with the veneers in his mouth. And just went and just wrecked everyone and leave.
He came in with brand new muscles, brand new teeth, hair, everything. Like
he just came in.
he came in brand new.
He came in looking sexy.
Yes. Shut it down. Yes.
But 2 years, like I think I watched the WWE playlist back earlier today, and they showed like every match that he had where he was defending the title, and I'm like, some of them I was like, damn, I forgot about that. Like he had a match against Braun Strowman. He had a match against 2 matches against Finn Balor. Like something you'd be like, damn, it's recent, but you forget.
Yeah.
In your honest opinion, because I know you're gonna go into full dialogue, but what is your most memorable match or memorable feud for Roman Reigns and during this 2-year period?
Memorable? Oh God, that's hard. That's hard. It really is.
How is it hard?
It's hard for me.
All you do is literally talk about this man nonstop.
It's hard for me. Honestly though, if I really had to guess, Jay and Roman. I love that. I do. I really do. I'm like, man, I could watch that. I could watch that match again and again. Like it's just like,
it's like when it's funny how we got the same thought process because all the other matches didn't really feel as real than the feud with Jey Uso. Like I see people uploading clips and all this stuff, and like as memories, and that's the main one that they remember. It's like I could see you probably have maybe one person remember the Finn Balor feud because he broke the top rope.
Or the stuff going on with the Shield, but then it's like
with Seth Rollins earlier this year. It's like, and that was a good match until the ending where it was like, okay, there's no conclusion to it. So it's like, oh, all right. But
yeah, him and Jay, that
was the main one, and
for me.
And it's like we'll talk about it when we get to the Clash of the Castle preview. But it's like if they take the titles off Roman, I would feel like it'll be like cool, but then. And the reason why I say that is because I want a full circle. Me personally, I want a full circle moment where Jay finally like steps up to the big goose and just say, you know what? I remember that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it's like I understand people just
or like if he bring it up, like yeah, I see where you're going. Yeah.
Like, and then even if they don't have the titles involved, they can still do something there. Like if they just have to take the titles off Roman and if they do take it off, Roman deserves a break because he's been holding it down for 2 years. But if they take it off, I still want them to finish that story, like bring it full circle. Even if they have Jay, even if they have Jay just go solo by himself, like he probably knowing him because he's already frustrated with Sami Zayn. They can use this as a way to just say, okay, you're not doing what you did to him, did to me to him. And
Mhm.
you can just have it say, you know what, I didn't forget, and then just have him turn on Roman. Like, we can literally do a full circle ordeal because it's literally coming
Mhm.
up to a year since, well, 2 years since legit 2 years since the feud started between
Yeah.
the two. Because he won it in August, Roman won it in August in 2020, and then started feuding with Jay in September. So
Mhm.
we're coming up on the 2 year mark of that match, and I'm like, and it's interesting that that's the one match that I remember fondly because it showed Jay Uso he like, you know what, I'm not the other twin. I can do
Mhm. Mhm.
a tag,
Mhm.
and I can do a
I can
singles.
fight just as much as my brother can. Like, come on now. Like,
I can, and
it's like now I gotta prove it because he ain't here.
exactly. So it's like when I saw that, I was like, at first I was just like, that'll never work. And I love it when
Mhm.
people
He
prove me
was
wrong because
delivering. Like I
when
said, yeah.
I was like, yep, he got it. And then main event Jay Uso became a thing. So it's like
Mhm.
out of the 2 years of Roman Reigns, like, and of course SummerSlam this year because I was fucking there with Brock and the Last Man Standing match. Like, I will never forget the tractor because I'm like,
Oh
that was
no, of course not.
more of a like, what the
That's
fuck?
like, yeah, like that shocked me too. I was like, wait a minute,
What are you
okay.
doing? What
So
are you doing,
okay,
sir?
so I see where this is going. Since Roman Reigns came back to SummerSlam and he done, shut the whole ring down and all that, and all of a sudden you want to top that by bringing the little trailer in. I see what you're trying to do,
When I saw that
Brock.
trailer, I was like, I was mad as hell that my camera died because, like, literally all of our phones highlight Daracel, me and his, all of our phones just died, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Bruh.
I was like, what? Why? What was why? But it was good that it died because it let me live the moment, and I was like, I ain't never, and it's still ironic that I still haven't looked back at the TV version of it yet because I literally just moved on. But I probably want at some point look back at the TV version, and because I swear some people was adding me, they was like, I saw you on TV. I'm like, when was this?
What is this?
When was
What you
this?
mean?
but but it's like, yeah, that was, I'll never forget that. But I'll just always go back to that Jey Uso match during this 2 years of Roman Reigns, and I'm like, and I even give credit to Paul Heyman because him aligning with Paul Heyman
Mhm.
did catch me off guard because I remember at a fact people were adding me when SummerSlam went out there when he returned. I was like, that ain't the same Roman. That's a heel. They was like, no, that's not a heel. They're gonna force feed us. It's gonna be the same old stuff. He's just gonna be wearing tighter shirts, this, that, and third. I'm like,
Now
have you noticed
he
when
has
he
changed their
returns?
game.
When he returned now, because I was like, look at babyface Roman. When he returns, he always had that vest.
Yes.
This man showed up in a t-shirt.
Yes.
So I was like, you cannot tell me that this
Right.
man is not a heel. And then soon as he aligned with Paul Heyman, oh snap, he's a heel. And all I could say was, I told you, bitch. Like, I got eyes. You can't keep arguing with me about what it is. Anyway, but
Mm.
the Jey Uso feud, it's like I want that to come full circle so bad. I don't care if they take the title of Roman and it's just continue the story because that is the compelling story that they can use because it's real. Jay is tired of being being bullied or beat up by the older cousins. I did the same shit to my younger cousins. That's why I related so much to it because I'm like, damn, I did this too. Shit,
Mhm.
I relate to Roman. All
I've
right,
done that at one point,
beat his
and it's
ass.
happened to me too. And I turned
Exactly,
back
because you
on them
tiny.
too. So it's like, what you think this is? They black. Like, what you think? They all black. They black. Not them. I'm
Okay.
talking about my family. Like,
Oh,
they all
okay.
black. Oh, I
I'm like,
know about that. We ain't gonna get into that. Like, no, my family,
mm,
yes. Like,
like, you
I know I
sure?
threw you off for a second. I was like, no,
Like,
wait,
hey,
hold on.
all right, okay.
Before I get cussed out on the air.
I'm
Like,
like, what? Say the what?
oh man,
But yeah,
no.
but yeah, Jay, it's like, bro, like, it's because I was sitting here prepping for the podcast, and I was sitting here thinking of like a scenario that they can do if they decide to take the title off. You can be like Roman can be this obsessed tribal chief trying to get those titles back, and then Jay finally catches him slipping. But the only downside would be that they would turn Roman babyface. I mean,
Yeah.
if they don't change who he is, he can go both ways. Just don't make him be this whole cookie cutter, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's me, guys.
Yeah, don't do that. Cause then I'm gonna
Just
get
stick with the
mad.
same gimmick and just let him get cheered.
Get
Just
mad.
flip the dynamic. You can literally go all out and just say people are coming for my territory. Because even though I don't have the titles, I'm still the head of the table.
Yep.
So it's
That
like
makes a lot of sense.
you can flip it, and the people come for his territory is his own family, the Usos, and I believe I saw a report somewhere that Solo Sikoa should be coming to the SmackDown soon as well. That is the Usos' younger brother. So they can either keep him at Solo or they can put them all and just say the family is turned against Roman, and they're trying to get Paul Heyman to side with them. So it's like
it's a lot of ways this thing could go.
It's a lot of, and that's the only thing I'm interested
in. Opportunities.
That's why I'm interested
in. Can play out.
I'm about to say that's the reason why I'm interested in Clash at the Castle with that match between him and Drew, is because I'm like, where are they going to go? Because Roman has literally done it all.
Yeah.
At this point, he can lose the title and still be a made man. He can keep the title, and then Drew can just be another challenger, which I wouldn't want, because I am kind of a fan of Drew. Like, so like,
I like Drew.
So that's why I'm like, I don't want him to just be pushed aside. So it's like, hopefully we. And that's the beauty behind it. It's like, and that's the beauty behind us doing this, because instead of trying to do all the news and rumors type shit, is because it's like, you're interested. You want to see how this goes. You're not trying to get the scoops and what's going on behind the scenes and all that stuff. So it's like, hey, I can appreciate that. I'm genuinely interested in Clash at the Castle and what they're going to do with Roman Reigns. I can just say congrats on the 2 years as the tribal chief, head of the table, the Universal Heavyweight Champion. I'm not going to hear the end of it, because she's going to tell. She's gonna tell me about it a whole. Oh my god! And speaking about telling all, Tony Khan, bro.
Oh Lord, what happened with Tony Khan?
This dude right here, man.
What happened?
This dude right here.
As soon as you said Tony Khan, I'm just like, okay, this conversation already done went left. Like, what happened? What he do now?
This man here. All you gotta do, say, bro, the name of this segment is apropos. Tony, no comment is always an option. That's all I will say. So they had a I guess you say medium briefing, I guess ahead of All Out this weekend. Credit to Sean Rossap at Fightful.com. He actually live tweeted his thoughts and everything Tony said during this. For those of you who are interested in this stuff, it's nuggets. Like, if you want to find it out, I'm pretty sure he got audio up somewhere. For those of you who are interested, Tony Khan says that injuries and returns led to the AEW All Out card being announced much later than usual, because we'll talk about that in a little bit when we get to Dynamite, because their build to AEW All Out, in my opinion, has been buns. But the interesting tidbit that kind of got social media ablaze is Tony Khan says he strongly disagrees with the criticism of Thunder Rosa versus CM Punk's promo time for their title situations, because Thunder Rosa last week had to step down because of a back injury, and CM Punk had to, his whole deal with his injury.
Oh, well, yeah.
He says, if we're speaking honestly, an 8-minute promo with CM Punk is going to draw more than a 8-minute Thunder Rosa promo, and that's what he books for. And when I tell you this man set the world ablaze, I was like, my only response was, probably should have said no comment, Tony Khan. And the reason why I say you should always say no comment, because I don't know if you personally pay attention to like the news and stuff, but have you noticed that Tony Khan does not respond to criticism well?
Yeah.
Especially with his Twitter game. Like, he always he's always ratioing people, and he's always doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, bro, no
Mhm.
comment.
Just
It's
don't say nothing.
always an option. You didn't have to say
You
shit.
don't even have to say nothing. You don't even have to say no
You
comment. Just keep scrolling. You know what I'm
just
saying? You
keep
ain't gotta.
no, because they doing the media scrum, so you doing you getting the questions from people. So it's like you can just say no comment and keep it pushing.
Right.
When you're doing interviews on Twitter, you can just not say shit. But when you're but in general, but the reason why I say Tony Khan, no comment is always an option. Is like if you look at we're not saying I can't speak for everybody because I don't speak for no internet wrestling community. But my criticism is Tony Thunder Rosa's announcement for her injury was given, I believe, less than a minute. Whereas CM Punk had a whole segment dedicated to him, and as we as we get more notes, Tony Khan confirms that AEW learned Thunder Rosa's like wouldn't be able to compete at All Out a few hours before the promo that she gave actually began. And here's where my criticism always comes in. You can always give your opinion as well if you feel like I said something wrong or whatever the case may be. But my criticism with the women's division is it feels like an afterthought. It feels like when I'm watching Dynamite, you get hyped for this match and this match and this match, and then you be like, oh, women's match.
Yeah. It's like
Oh,
it
women's
don't
segment.
feel as like it doesn't feel as exciting as like.
It feels like it isn't to me, and anyone can agree or disagree. It feels like it's beginning to shift into its own universe. You have AEW Dynamite
Yep.
featuring the
And
women.
then the women. Yeah. No, for
That's
real,
like
you're absolutely right. That's how I actually feel about that. Like, really, it's like, dang, like, so are we going? What we gonna do?
like I understand,
Like, I should be just as excited about. I mean, I try to be excited for the women. I really do try, but it's like, dang, like, come on. I'm gonna need y'all to get it right.
and more, and it's like instead of me complaining about it, because you notice I don't even complain about it. I'd be like, on my I live tweet a lot, and if I'm watching it, but I always be like, yep, because you, the women's division either get the 9:30 slot, or like this past Wednesday they came on a little early, and I'm like, all right, am I supposed to care about this? That's just how, because it's like you got JR on commentary saying whatever he says, he rambles mainly during the women's matches, and then you have all these other people, and it's like and then they throw matches like you get a match. Sometimes you get a squash match like a Jade Cargill match. Don't get me wrong, I love seeing Jade Cargill. She's the best. Or you get a tag match featuring Britt Baker, who's there, who's basically, let's be real, like, and I believe Humble Wrestling said it on Twitter, or Wrestling Humble, I believe. That's, if I got your at wrong, my bad. But I believe he said it best. Britt Baker is basically their Charlotte Flair.
Wow.
She's
No, I'm
basically
saying that because he's not wrong. Like,
and when you look at
he's
it,
so accurate.
when Charlotte was there, when Vince was in charge, because I don't know how Triple H is going to treat her when she comes back, but when Vince was in charge, it was like Charlotte was just in a match just to be in a match. I don't know if you checked out her Broken Skulls interview. I still haven't had the chance. I seen snippets on it. Like she gave her opinion on the Sasha Banks and Naomi controversy and all that stuff. So, and she was like, "I wasn't there. It ain't got nothing to do with me," basically, which is a smart ass response.
It is.
But it's like look back at Vince, like with her main roster run, she was always inserted in certain things that felt like it's like, okay, this has nothing to do with you. Why are you here? You even have a whole meme of Triple H saying, "Charlotte, this has nothing to do with you. Go away." he was like, "Get lost. Why are you here?"
I'm like, oh my
So
lord.
it's like, and in this case with Britt, it's like when Thunder Rosa was cleared, you barely got a promo from her, And I understand she doesn't sound like she can speak pure English. I don't give a fuck if you speak pure Japanese. Give me subtitles. I can read. Don't let the language boundaries or whatever the case may be your the reason for it not happening. Just give me the fucking subtitles and I can read. You can cut a promo to me in full Japanese like Io Sky. I'm about to say Shirai, but Io Sky. Or you can cut a full promo in Russian like Ilya Dragunov can do.
Hmm.
Give me the subtitles. I can read. I was a
Yep.
child that sat through Passion of the Christ. And
Bro.
I had to do, all I had to
Oh
do
my
was read.
gosh.
If I had
Oh my goodness, yes.
if I had fifth grade English or kindergarten English, I was learning it then.
I saw it twice. That's the sad
I
part
saw it
about
four
it. Like,
times.
oh no, I can't.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't
So,
keep
but
reliving that, and I can never watch that movie ever again. Like, I
oh
just can't
no,
do it. So
but
the
but
first time in theater, the second time was at church. I was like, once by accident, twice on purpose, never again. No, I'm good. No more.
but the moral of the story is like subtitles is not a problem.
It's not.
You can literally if you add up Thunder Rosa's like hype as champion, it didn't feel like nothing to me. It just felt like it was there. It happened. Cool. Cool beans. But it's like with Britt, and then when it comes to Britt, she was getting the promo time still, even if she was not even the champion, she was getting the promo time. She was getting the entourage, the hype, the hometown receptions and all that stuff. I mean, I understand Thunder Rosa won the title in her hometown or home state, but still, it's like you can feel where Tony cares and you can feel where Tony doesn't care. So when you see that, and the reel it all back in, when you compare, we're not saying give Thunder Rosa a 8-minute, 10-minute promo. I'm not trying to hear anybody cut an 8-minute, 10-minute promo. If I'm being completely honest with you, like
For real. Like,
we're just
dang,
saying,
landed.
give her the more importance. Like you can literally give her 3 minutes on the stage and say, you know what, I have to relinquish the title, or 2 minutes on the stage, like give her an ovation, like let the people soak in her presence, and then just make her a big deal is all we're asking. If you don't make her a big deal, or if you don't make this person a big deal, it's not going to care. Like, because I saw some people reply, they was like, well, if the fans aren't interested in the women's division, then why would he book them? The reason why WWE is, even though their women's division isn't like perfect, the reason why WWE got it right is because they made every single women's segment feel important, even if it was silly. They had a full year of campaigning to make it important. And even if they have their ups and downs, because sometimes they just be terrible. But when they get it right, you know, Bianca Belair, Becky, Charlotte Flair, you got people who are not even wrestling fans call like if they see me, if they find a clip of my podcast, they're like, I don't really watch wrestling, but how like who is Becky Lynch? Who is Sasha
The
Banks? Who
banks,
is
right?
Naomi? Who is
Like,
Charlotte Flair? You don't see nobody saying who is, with all due respect, you don't see nobody saying who's a Thunder Rosa, who's a this, who's that. It's because you don't get, they know, but they do say who's a Jade Cargill, who's a Britt Baker, because you see a Britt and a Jade at conferences or on video games, on all this stuff, and then you got Thunder Rosa barely promoted, barely represented, barely like feeling like it's a big deal. Like, hey, what does the champion has to say? Like, there's the champion. Let's hear what she has to say. It's the tone, it's the attitudes, and instead of beating a dead horse, I don't waste my breath on it. But to reel it all in, to wrap up this little comment on you, Anthony Khan, you.
Anthony Khan.
But to reel it all in is basically just say no comment, bro. Shutting up is definitely an option. You can
And it saves you, actually.
It's yes.
Saves you a
Shutting the
lot.
hell up. Shutting the hell up will save you an ass whooping in the streets. And
Man.
shutting the hell up will save you scrutiny and ridicule and more criticism on social
Man,
media.
that
That's all I'm
saved
saying.
you a whole lot.
And now I got the segues right. But speaking of criticism, and that is basically we have to hold people accountable. We
Mm-mm.
got to hold the past doesn't excuse. Like the past is the past, but excuses does not help when people are getting held accountable.
No,
Shutting up is definitely an option.
just own up and change.
And the reason why I brought this up is because Rhea Ripley, she's been trending on social media
Mm.
because apparently, people found her. This is social media we're talking about. They found her old tweets. They found like from an alternate, like one of her old accounts that she probably doesn't even have access to anymore. But when you put shit on the internet, it's always there.
Yeah.
And I believe she was liking old anti-black posts and all that stuff from like 2016. And I'm like,
Mm,
and part of
girl.
me, and the thing is with me, I think my reaction was pretty like on point with what I say. When I said it, I was like, "Oh, you mean someone that y'all held on the pedestal that is human, that makes mistakes at one point, says something inappropriate, and you're mad and shocked? Well, take them off the fucking pedestal. It happened. It's so many. Like I try so hard to not call people stupid for putting people on pedestals, but it's like, my guy,
Mm,
if you set yourself up or if you prepare yourself for disappointment, you mess yourself up. Just treat them like a human. Like I can go past Beyonce right now. You got all these people being like they're out there. They're like, it's Queen B. I'm gonna walk and go to my car and mind my
yeah,
business because
that's
I'll be
me.
like, hey Beyonce, and I'll just
Hey,
be like,
right. Hey, Beyonce. Hey, B.
because she's
Ah,
not on the pedestal.
Beyonce. Like,
She's not
that's
on.
just how I act. I do like that. I say, hey. Nah,
You know how many famous people, whether they're Christian or non-Christian
I've
or
came
art
across.
entertainers, I've met of quite a few. I've met people who've been on network stations. I've engineered in
Mm-hmm.
tech for people who's been on TV, in movies, in
And
media.
just treat them all the same.
I treat every last one of
Hey.
them saying I can see Arnold Schwarzenegger today. I can see Chris Tucker today. I can see Jackie Chan today. I can see let's stick it to wrestling. I can see Sasha Banks today. I can see Rhea Ripley today. I can see Roman
That's
Reigns
how it
and Brock
was in
Lesnar today.
WrestleMania. Yeah, that's how I did for WrestleMania when I went to Texas. I said, hey.
I
Like,
met like I
just
met the
all
street
normal with it. Hey.
I met the Street Profits and Liv Morgan at Summer and Bianca Belair at SummerSlam for the meet and greet. And I was like, hey, how's it going? And I just took a picture
Yep.
and moved on.
Yep.
That's how I feel like when it comes to Rhea Ripley. It's like, oh, she's a white woman who's born and raised in Australia in a country that more or less probably has less black people than America. And also you have to keep in mind that she was a teenager who was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully she's learned from that decision that she made 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I feel like people need to be held accountable for what they say? Hell to the yeah.
Yes.
I don't care if you said it in 2022,
Right. Like,
2002, 1992, 1972. You should be held accountable. That's just how it is. It's what you do going forward. Because I can't get on here and say that I know Rhea Ripley personally. I don't even know her government name, and I'm not finna Wikipedia either to look it up because I don't care. I'm going to call you and that's another thing. When you're around some wrestlers, call them by their government, by their preferred name, which is, let me rephrase that for snippet reasons. If you are with somebody that is famous and you don't know them personally, call them by their known public domain name.
mm-hmm.
Don't be out here talking
Don't
about.
be out here someone say,
Don't be
hey,
out here talking about
Steven.
Bianca. Hey, Bianca Crawford.
Hey, Joseph. Like, hold on.
Hey, JoJo. Hey,
Hey,
Joey.
Jojo.
Hey, Rebecca
Hey,
Queen.
Jojo.
hey, Kobe Lopez. Like,
Right. Hey,
don't be out here
like,
talking about calling these people their government. You call them Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair,
mess
Liv
it
Morgan.
up, man. You know, darn well you gonna get your butt beat when we get off this camera.
Like, hey, take the
Like, hey,
picture. Take the picture.
take the picture now, cause I'm gonna take this mic off.
But yeah, it's like I'm not finna. We're not finna harp on this because it's like it's just business as usual. But Rhea Ripley, she can be held accountable. What she does now is like, and one thing, but last thing I'm gonna say on it, using the excuse of she had a black boyfriend now recently before she got with Murphy,
No.
or like don't be cyberbullying her to the point where she's going to do what Hannah Kimura did in 2020. First things first. I'm telling you this right now. Look me in the camera. Let Hannah Kimura rest in peace.
Please.
Every time someone is getting held accountable, you don't have to loop it or tie it to a death. That is not an excuse. We're not now. I'm not excusing cyberbullying because you're gonna have some fools that's gonna cyberbully regardless. But don't be out here talking about like, it's gonna lead her to be like, no, it's not all of us, but she's gonna be held accountable. But let Hannah Kimura rest in peace because I'm tired of y'all tired of her using her name left and right to try to fit your little whatever you're trying to do. That's all I got. That's all I got to say about that, brother. That's it. But let's switch it over to this week in wrestling. We didn't really watch SmackDown, but we watched Raw, NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, and I actually sat down and watched NXT UK.
I think. Oh wow!
I don't know what made me sit. I was like,
did I catch up? No, I didn't even get a chance to catch up on NXT. Yeah, sucks.
No, that's all right. Yeah. It's all right. We're really here to give our predictions for Worlds Colliding away, but because it was another NXT show. It was solid, but it was another show. But yeah. So much to talk about. You did catch Raw, right?
Yeah.
All right. We had some spicy shenanigans all night. Spicy. Let's start off with Seth freaking Rollins and Matthew Riddle, because I'm not going to give you a full preview or a review of that shit. Go watch the show yourself. You mark.
It was good too. You mark. It was good too. Like it really was. Hey, I really did enjoy it.
Yo, this man right here, Seth Rollins, he was talking all that noise, but then as soon as Riddle, who now has his first name back, Matt Riddle. He's Matt Riddle again. They gave him his first name back. But he out here, bro, you out here mad at Seth, but you dropped the family bomb first. Come on, dog. You mad that this man, bro, the line you said was, there's only one man in the house and it ain't you, it's Becky Lynch, bro. What you think was gonna happen, Riddle? What did you think was gonna happen?
Right.
And then I like the way they did it because I believe someone brought it to my attention. They said that was more of a shout out to UFC because that's something they used to do, like with the ESPN or something.
Yeah.
Like you know how they'll keep the cameras rolling. So you know Triple H was talking to Dana White this week. That's what it was. Because I'm like, bro, you took everything from ESPN. You talking to everybody. But they kept the camera rolling and Riddle. Yo, I put the other beat to the promo. The shit blew up on Twitter, but I was like,
man, I can't.
What you said was like, dog, that was rough.
It really was.
like, bro,
it really was.
Like, bro, you went for this man's life.
That's so crazy.
I could not. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, I could not stop laughing with that promo. When that promo happened,
hilarious.
I was like, damn, Seth, you disrespectful.
You
disrespect. But then I'm like, Seth, I mean, Riddle, you kind of brought that on yourself.
Yeah. You brought it up.
I think I got some audio. I think I got some audio for it, so I'm gonna pull it up and let you guys hear exactly what this man said. Because this man was like, you know what? You coming for my family? I'm about to
come for yours.
I'm gonna come for yours. I'm gonna come for yours. But we got some spicy shenanigans. Let's hear this audio right quick.
Continue talking afterward. Now we'll hear what they have to say.
Can y'all hear that?
And clear.
You can hear it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, Riddle, you still there? Yeah, I'm still here.
Uh-oh.
Talk about my family, let's talk about your family.
Oh.
Oh, wait, you ain't got one because your wife divorced you and took your kids and they don't want to see your bitch ass anymore, huh?
What you just say?
Where are you? I'm here. Come find me. Dude, you don't get. I'm not going to beat you up. I'm not. You up. What the fuck are you? Where are you? Come find me. Where is he?
Come find me, bitch.
Continue talking afterward. Now we'll hear what they have to say.
That was funny. That he said, "Where are you? Come at me, bro. Come at me,
bro."
But yo, he
So
said,
fighting
"You want
words. Snap.
to talk about my family? Let's talk about about your family. How you ain't got one because your wife divorced you, took the kids, and don't want to see your bitch ass anymore." I'm like, yo, like, damn.
Dang, bro. It's like, yep, it done got a little personal now.
This was legit my face, like, am I supposed to be seeing that?
Like, whoa, okay then.
Yo. It's ironic we got on this promo because this edible just kicked in. So I'm on a whole nother cloud right now.
Oh my goodness.
I'm high. So everything is funnier now. So everything from this point on,
I'm just happy. Like it kind of reminds me of my childhood, like all over again. It really does with that little segment because it's like, yeah, that's what I grew up watching. Like I grew up where like some of these wrestlers actually had beef, just like boxers. They had beef.
They weren't trying to be friends they was
not trying to be friends. Some of them don't even become friends until like way after that whole
they about to retire.
Died down till they exactly like they like I can't stand him like
I can't stand his bitch ass. You little bitch. Like, why y'all talking shit?
And everything. Like, just every time they see them, they just be ready to just swing, like immediately. Like, that's how you know it was serious.
My mom hit me up earlier. She tried to show me a clip about some pregnant girl about to get into a fight in TMZ, and she was like, "Don't hear her. She pregnant." I said, "Man, you know that's ratings." They ain't fighting for real.
Yeah, it can't be.
And you notice that it's like if you look at the clip that they uploaded on YouTube, it got like over 2 million views. And not on YouTube, on Twitter. It's like over 2 million views on Twitter. And it's been a minute since WWE had it shit trending. So it's like, bro, more of this. Cause
that's funny.
Yeah, so but that was a spicy thing. I guess let's talk about this. Let's talk about this though. Kurt Angle. You got some milk.
Man.
You got milk.
Let that man be cool.
Him and Chad Gable though. I enjoyed that promo off this shush off. I was rolling. Mainly because I was high too. I was high too, so everything was funnier. But they was rolling, so I appreciate that. So I was like, all right.
Kurt Angle just keep wearing the classics. He ain't gonna never change.
You suck. He
never gonna change his outfit. Never. Just never.
Shirtless. Got the titties out. I say you about to act up. He got the yitties out.
Man.
And then
never
Him and Edge recreated that segment where he with the cards where he's like, "You suck."
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
because Edge created high key created this "You suck" chant.
he did. He did. Mm-mm-mm.
What else we gonna talk about? Oh, this women's tag team tournament final.
I almost fell asleep.
Oh,
No, for real. Yeah, I'm so sorry I said it like that. That's so ruthless to me. But I did. Like, I almost fell asleep. Because I was just like, man, like, man. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all, I literally almost fell asleep on this. I kid you not. Literally. When I tell you I was almost knocked out, I mean exactly that. Cause I was just like, man, like, cause then EO Sky and Dakota, they kept like pissing me off. So I was just like, man, where's the remote? Like literally, like
Swallow is not a fan.
I was gonna grab that remote.
This shit is
And I was
ass.
gonna just like hurry up and turn. I was like, man, I can't do this. Like, y'all, boy, what are y'all doing?
She
Like,
said this shit is ass.
I want
bro.
y'all to win, and y'all sitting here got me like zoning out. I was like, man, this ain't working. We gonna have to. I can't do this no more. I'm about to give up. Wash my hands and just throw in the towel. Like I
And
give
get this
up.
bullshit out my face. Cause I am tired of this shit, man. Y'all are
Like man, like
y'all
because
are pissing
especially
me
like the
off.
part where Haley like jumped on the little the
Oh,
rope and
Bailey,
everything.
Bailey,
Yeah, Bailey, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Bailey jumped on the thing to distract Raquel. I was like, okay, this could work, man. They kicked out. I said, man, this ain't working. Like this ain't it. You can come up with a better concept than this. Because obviously we still not winning. Like, oh my god, you gonna cheat right.
She said you gonna cheat. Don't fucking suck.
Oh my god. Man, girl, like the odds are stacked up against you for real. Like this ain't working out in your favor. What's up? You need another strategy? What's good? Like,
Get this
figure it
bullshit
out.
over. Get this bullshit over with. You are fucking me up. I am trying
You
to
messing with
stay
my head.
awake.
Like,
I am trying to stay awake because I got this podcast that I got to do on fucking Thursday or sometimes Saturday. But
you're
I
not
gotta
giving
stay.
me nothing to work with.
You're not giving me nothing. I need to be entertaining for the people. I don't need to be. You're trying to make this Raw review short as hell because you fucking suck. Get this shit.
Get your life together.
Why are you sucking right now?
Man,
You are doing me
you
an
are
injustice.
for
You're
real.
doing me a disservice because you fucking suck right now.
I demand retribution. Can't believe it.
You're driving me crazy.
Can't believe it. I said I wasted all this time for this.
Like, I
Especially when they end up winning.
could have went to sleep and just let Josh review this shit because like he always be at me on Twitter because because some shit that he don't want to listen to. He's like, you got this on the notes? Because some shit I don't even be taking. I'm like, well, you got this.
And I be looking like I'm still trying to figure this junk out.
Like, you got this shit.
Like I don't mind, but it's like it's gonna be kind of bumpy.
It's gonna be like
We have to figure this out.
this shit happened. There was wrestling here. There was wrestling here, and it happened. I don't know what else to tell you.
Like,
This is
just
literally
throw
how
me
I was
all the way off. I was like, man, this is not it. And then when they end up winning, I was like, man, I knew it. Like that's how I felt. I was like, you know, back to a different world. I can't.
It's like
So, man, I got it. That's how upset I was. Back to Dwayne and Whitley. I'm finna finish this season. I can't believe I done spent I could have been finished with season 6. Like, you over here want to play. I could have been done. I could have been done.
This shit was ass.
Man. I was like, man, come on, Triple H, we got to do better. This
And
ain't it.
then you have some fools out here trying to like, oh, it's a story there because Dakota said she wasn't legal. Okay,
Oh, bro.
but she wasn't legal, so
She,
it's like
yeah, but who cares? Not
you just not a fan of the women's tag team titles, is what I'm
right
getting
now. I'm
at.
not.
Like, what is this shit? Get this bullshit out my
Who
face.
cares?
You don't get this bullshit out my face, bitch.
I am hurt. Like,
I am
nobody
highly
cares
dis-
what Swella wants. I'm
I am
highly
highly
disappointed right
disappointed.
now.
I am not impressed. I am not impressed. Boo hoo. I am not.
Man,
This is not my cup of tea.
trying to tell you. Like, man, y'all go make all my bouginess come out today, because this,
I am
I wasn't
short and
having it.
bougie.
I was
I-
not having it.
I am fun size and bougie. But I will get up in your ass if you
Trying to tell you, like, I'm gonna call you out. Like,
you bullshitter.
like this what you gonna give me? This what I signed up for? This
This right
this is great. This is really just
here.
great.
This is some
This is
bullshit.
really great. Like,
But you know they're probably gonna do a story on at one day like, oh, we weren't legal, so they probably gonna run it back. I was in the favor of Dakota and EO winning because everybody knows I'm a Dakota Kai fan. I don't give a flying fuck about Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez, whatever her last name is this week.
this week. Okay.
Congratulations, I guess.
I guess.
If I gotta be, if my mama's
I'll be
training
nice.
did
Yeah.
right, she gotta be nice.
Congratulations.
Joshy, be nice. Congratulations.
I guess so. It's like I'm trying to give new superstars a chance. It's hard. It's so hard.
This ain't it.
Oh, God, it's so hard.
Like, fuck all y'all. All right. That's all we got on Raw. Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah, because everything else was like the same thing to me.
NXT 2.0, the go home show for Worlds Collide. The hype for me was restored. Like, I know you said you didn't get a chance to catch up on it, so I'll be brief.
Was it good?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I like the fact that they had NXT OGs from both brands
Okay.
come up in there and tell them straight. Like it was one where Shayna Baszler got up in Mandy Rose's face and was like you talking about I'm the baddest bitch in the game. I'm this, that, and third. She said the difference between me and you, I didn't have to tell the people that. They just knew. Soon as I showed up, they knew what time it was. You have to keep reminding people. Are you trying to convince me, or are you trying to convince yourself or us? Because you trying to convince yourself that you're the baddest bitch in the game. And I was like, Shayna said no lie, because I don't remember jack shit about Mandy Rose title reign.
Dang, this is a lot.
Wow. I remember her coming back to NXT, getting her face broken, and then instead in the after effects of her getting her face broken, she dyed her hair brunette and got darker and tan. She came out she went from Mandy the Frenchman to what up, bitch? This is Mandisha.
Yeah.
You went from Prixie to borderline blackface, but I'm not finna. I'm not finna be here. But Shayna said no lies. So we had Butch talk or Pete Dunne. We had him talk. So they trying to for the UK side. You had Walter or Gunther say Do this for the the respect of European wrestling. Everything got me hyped. So NXT 2.0. We even got an appearance from Tay Rockhead, big ass head, JD McDonald
Oh,
talking random shit, and Joe Gacy's group did some shit. I think that was the part where I said that was the reason why I said NXT is good. It was good, like okay, because anything involving Joe Gacy takes it from great to good because whatever his group is borderline buns. They are ass twice on a Sunday.
oh gosh.
They are double cheeked up
Twice on the
ass.
Sunday.
They are double cheeked up ass twice on a Sunday. They suck my balls.
Man,
He was
it's
doing
not.
something with Cameron Grimes, so that was that. Um, it has some solid tag team matches like the Diamond Mine versus I believe Gallus with that theme song. Hey, yeah. That song is like woo. Oh, dum, 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 dum. Hey,
Man, I can't.
dum, 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 dum. Oh,
That sounds like a commercial.
hey, it is.
It could be
It's
a
State Farm.
commercial. Yeah, it could pass for State Farm. It
Save
can.
money on your car insurance.
Trying to tell you, it can do just that.
Hey, like I don't know if they sounded like they was
Or
either
one of
filling
them truck commercials.
they was filling the soul or they had to go take a shit.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh God, no. Oh man, like that's pain.
oh,
That's a lot of pain.
gotta start. Hey,
Oh God. Yeah, that's a lot.
oh,
Mm, mm.
oh, let me stop before I get into it. Cause we still got the rest of the show to go to. Well, let me try to cool my high. Let me calm my high down because
Oh man.
I'll go left, literally, just
Oh
like I
my
did by the singing
gosh.
songs. Let me cool my high down so I can get back on track. But yeah, Tommaso Ciampa hype up LeBron Breaker. Um, other than that, and they was continuing like the build for next week because everybody's not going to be on Worlds Collide, so they still had to obviously continue stories for the later for the next week's episode. Other than that, and then obviously at the end of it, we got the return of the one and only.
Ricochet.
Why you bald?
Wasn't he bald at first?
No, it's a joke. Like you don't
Oh
know
dang.
you don't know the you don't know the joke. You don't know the joke.
Oh
So
man. I think oh
he was
man.
on live
I missed
stream.
out.
He was on IG Live, and he got a comment that someone said, "Why you bald?" And you could hear
No.
you can hear the sadness and like he's trying
No.
not to cry in his voice. He said, "Why you bald? Why you ugly?" Talking about why you bald. Like you can tell this man was about to cry. He was gonna cry. He was in the
Dang.
car, so you know
He
he
gonna
was
cry in
crying in
the
the
car.
car. Yeah,
He gonna cry in the car.
he gonna cry in the car. So the story.
Why you bald? Dang. It's
so
just that's a joke I would say. That's what I'm laughing. Cause
why
it's
you
like
bald?
that's me. Cause I be doing that joke. So why you look like that?
Why you look like that?
He like, dang, like I just asking, but other people be thinking I be mean.
Nah, tell that the 1-year-old me, I'd be like, why you ugly?
Right.
Why your leg? Why you so little?
Why you so big?
Why your titties lopsided?
Boy, man. When I tell you, I used to be something else as a 1-year-old. I used to just be asking questions. But
Well, I mean,
I be telling people, if y'all really want somebody honest opinion, don't go to no adult. Ask a
no,
child.
don't go to no grandparent.
Nah, don't do that either. Like,
Nah, you think
don't even do that.
adults got it, but but going to a grandparent, you say, "Grandma, I'm trying to date. It's just it's just not working off of me." She's like, "Well,
Try.
baby, if you will fix your snagger tooth, the green between your teeth, the space between your face, and you will stop spreading your if you
Yo,
will stop spreading your twat before you squat, you will be able to
yo, that's exactly
you'll
how
be
they
able to
talk.
get you a man that respects you, honey. Because if I'm
Oh
being
my
honest with you,
gosh.
you not all there, queen.
Oh my
You more of
god.
a princess.
Oh man.
You don't
Have some do just that.
you don't do it you don't do us women's right, honey. I'm just telling you right now. You are you talking about
Oh
you talking
my
about you a dime, baby. You're more like a nickel. Baby, you thought, oh my god, you thought that you were wife material, baby. You're not even daughter material.
jeez, bro. Yeah, that's exactly how they are.
They will hurt
That's
your
so crazy.
feelings.
Yes, they will.
They
They
will hurt your feelings and make you like,
they will for
damn, do I want to fight you?
mm-hmm.
Or do I want to
I
kiss
want
you
to fight
goodbye?
you or be nice and be
Cause
like I'm gone.
like you got you testing my patience. You try my gangster.
Yeah, it's like I'm
Don't
trying to respect you, but
I'm trying to respect.
you
I'm trying to respect your Rosa
my
Parks
foot
Snow White
down.
old ass, but it ain't working. I'm
Like,
trying to
man,
respect your dentures smelling like guarded booty.
all
I'm
right,
going
you
trying to.
want to talk about me?
I'm
Where
not
your
the one
teeth
that
at?
gotta put on a wig
Right.
because you don't want to. You don't want to
Last time I
embrace.
checked, I got all my teeth. What's up with yours? See, I'm that end. I'm like that. I try not to get that way,
See, that's what I'm
but I
saying.
be like, man, ooh.
Oh, we just completely got off track. The moral of the story is, what was my moral? Fuck. Anyway, Ricochet is back and he's going after Carmelo Hayes,
Mhm.
the NXT North American champion.
Okay.
And I'm trying to tell you, this is gonna be a match because
I think this is gonna be good, so I want to see it.
I remember. I think I wrote down what Melo said because yo, what that man said, he was like, yo, hold on, I'm finna pull it up right now because I want to make sure I quote it properly. I'm gonna make sure. Oh, let me move it. All right, make sure I quote it properly. We're live. We do research. We do this. Okay, here it is. Here it is. He said, "I broke a rubber heart. This ain't no dream. You can't swerve me. I am no limit mellow." He basically indirectly took a shot at all the former NXT North American champions. He's not. He broke a rubber heart. Johnny Gargano. This
Mhm.
ain't no dream. The bitch that they keep trying to get back in WWE Velveteen Dream. You can't swerve me. Being Isaiah Swerve Scott, the man he
Mhm.
beat for the title, and I am no limit mellow, which is limitless Keith Lee. So
Mhm.
respect to him. And then we got this set up. Ricochet said, "I will see you. This will come back to me." So pretty much I can tell you this right now. Everybody in NXT 2.0 is probably winning on Sunday. Ain't nobody losing.
Everybody gonna win.
Mm. But
Everybody
before we
win.
but before we move on to Dynamite, gotta give a shout out to Trick Williams, man.
Okay.
This dude, I could like I put a tweet out and I meant it and I mean it today, but it's like Trick Williams is like arguably one of the best hype bros in the game. Like this dude completes Melo. I'm not saying
Mhm.
Carmelo Hayes is not good on his own, but he completes him.
Mhm.
So it's like you got to give credit to the side man. Like hopefully they don't split them up. Give them the New Day treatment where they ain't gonna split it up. But got to give a shout out to him. But his high is kicking in big time. I love it. I love it. Woo! I love it. We almost there. We almost at the finish line. We almost at the finish line. I'm reaching the finish.
Oh
Woo! Yeah.
my god. Oh man. He is still enjoying the wave right now.
I'm on this way doing the podcast. We vibing. But
Man,
we're gonna talk about AEW. What you think about it?
I like it. I'm just getting prepared for All Out.
Did you think it was a mid go home show?
Yeah. Mhm.
We had a stack match. You had the AEW World Trios Championship Tournament Finals with Young Bucks and Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, or what I like to call him, Will Ocean Perch. I don't know why I call him that, but I think that was because I couldn't pronounce his name when I first heard of him. I was like, Ocean,
Osprey.
Ocean. I think I said. I think I was high when I said Ocean Perch, so
Oh
it stuck.
gosh. It's it's stuck. Oh my goodness.
But
It's
we
stuck.
had that. Then also we also heard from undisputed AEW World Champion John Moxley. Then we
Mhm.
had Jake Hager
Mhm.
versus Bryan Danielson. Had Willa Yuta versus Dante Martin versus Ray Phoenix versus Roosh, even though that spells Rush, but
Mhm.
Roosh. And
And
then
he
we
came
have
out with his mask on too.
yep. And then we had this match: Tony Storm, Hikaru Shida versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter, aka Can They Coexist? Because
Mm,
they're all in the interim AEW World Women's Championship match on All Out.
mhm.
I'll be honest with you, it felt mid to me. Like it had great moments in the match. Like I mean, the matches that they had. Let me pull the results right here. We live, baby. We live.
Mhm. Mhm.
But let me pull up the results. So we had it was basically the final build to AEW Dynamite. John Moxley kicked off the show. Moxley got in the ring, grabbed the microphone, and he basically was booed out of the fucking building.
Yeah, he was.
Well, it was half and half basically to me. He said, "Shot Town. I know you love your boy, but I think they're still mopping him off the mat in Cleveland. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. I once heard CM Punk described as a modern day 60 man, a 60
Mhm.
minute man. What a load of crap that turned out to be. When guys get in the ring with me, the heart and soul of AEW, we find out what they're really made of. Last week, we learned exactly what CM Punk is made of. He gave me his best shot and he realized I didn't care. And I keep coming forward all night long. At that moment, he began to look for a way out. He folded and he curled up in a little ball to die. Champions never fold. That man folded. He folded. Champions never fold. Look, you have no idea how genuinely sorry that I am that CM Punk didn't turn out to be what you wanted him to be. He
Mm.
didn't turn out to be what any of us wanted him to be when we welcomed him back and gave him a second chance in this business. I have zero sympathy for CM Punk. And that is because CM Punk, fragile ego, fragile body, weak mind, weak spirit. It's a tough business, dude. Sorry, it is what it is. And we move on.
Hmm.
I have here in my pocket an open contract for a title match this Sunday. I already signed it, and I'm just going to leave it right here because when I say anyone, anytime, I mean it. So who knows who's going to sign that contract? Maybe it's someone from AEW, maybe it's someone from New Japan. I run that show too. Whoever signs that contract, just remember this. Before you step in the ring with John Moxley, just remember I am the fire breathing, blood spitting, living spirit of this sport, professional wrestling. Wrestling John Moxley may be hazardous to your health. Whoever you are, you've been warned. And he left an open contract in the middle of the ring. And this is why I get what they were doing, but they were stupid. They made everyone look stupid. It's like if I see a world title open contract, best believe I'm sprinting down there
Right.
to get the contract. They literally let this dude pick it up who was Ace Steel. He's Ace AEW backstage producer, and I believe he trained CM Punk.
Mm.
So he's a good friend of Punk. So I'm like, oh, he grabbed the contract, put it in his pocket, and I was like, oh no, where they're going with this? I'm like,
Oh no.
but Then we had the match, Jake Hager versus Blackpool Combat Club's American Dragon Bryan Danielson. What you think about this match?
I liked it.
I, I liked it, and then I realized that Jake Hager only has so many moves. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I feel
true.
like you've done this like a million times.
He do. He do.
All right. Anyway, but Brian picked up the win, and obviously, I enjoyed it. But it's like Jake Hager, bro. You okay? We got a post match attack. I was like, man, the Jericho Appreciation Society and the Beatdown Combat Club is never ending.
No, it's not.
It is
It
not.
ain't.
I'm like, damn.
It done dragged out this long. Just like, dang, this ain't gonna stop.
Obviously, they're still continuing the story. Like, if Daniel Garcia, like, is he truly loyal to the Jericho Appreciation Society? I'm like, I don't care if he's loyal to a toilet. Just move on.
Man.
Obviously, Brian Danielson got the comeback on Jericho after he tried to attack him post match with the Busaiku knee, because of Daniel Garcia pulling the chair from him. Then we got the Wingman in the ring for some reason, and I'm like, huh, what the fuck is this?
No, you're not wrong.
Nope, like,
You're really not.
what the fuck is this? And then obviously we got the debut or return of Big Cass from WWE, or W Morrissey. He just walked out there. I'm like, did you sign with AEW?
Right.
Or am I supposed to
Like, dang,
care?
okay.
It felt like, it was like, oh great, another big man gimmick where they're destroying people. Where have I not seen that before? I was like, great.
Gosh, anybody else?
Congratulations. But then it got interesting because Stokely Hathaway came out and handed him a business card and said, yo, I'm about to represent you. Let's get it. So we getting, and then obviously Tony Schiavone was trying to get something, and Stokely was like, nigga, get out my business. Don't worry about it.
Yep. His face said
I'm interested
everything.
to see what they're doing with this faction though, because Stokely is handing out a lot of business cards. You got a lot of clients now. You got W Morrissey. You got, I believe, the Gun Club. You got Lee Moriarty. I believe it was somebody else I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
He got a little pretty little list.
You got a list. So I'm interested. Then we got the tag team match, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm and Hikaru Shida. Did you even pay attention to this match?
I was in and out for this one. I was in and out.
Same. I'm like, okay. What are we doing here?
Oh man.
Hey, what are we doing here? But I mean, it was a match. I didn't hate it. That damn gnat is in my house again. But I didn't hate it. So it was like, oh, okay, cool.
Do they
Baker,
even have is there anybody else besides Vicky Guerrero who usually handles like the women's division? Anyway? No, I'm talking about like in AEW, is there any like is there a woman that like usually handles like the women division like segment? Nobody?
you probably have like two coaches, and that's Serena Deeb and Madison Rain. But as far as somebody like mapping out the women's division, anything,
Yeah.
that's all Tony.
No.
That's all Tony.
Oh God.
Tony Khan. That's all Tony Khan. Like,
Man, no.
You saying he need a woman's point of view?
Yes. Like that'll be nice.
If he don't
They
have a woman's
could
point of view, that
help.
means Tony Khan gets no bitches.
Man.
No
Jeez,
bitches.
man, this is even more
No
harder than I
bitches.
thought.
No bitches.
Oh my gosh.
No bitches. No, I ain't talking about the women, but I'm talking about Tony Khan. No bitches.
I know that. That's what I was like,
No
man.
bitches. You be having that.
I
You
ain't
don't be
even
having
worried about
sex.
Tony Khan anymore. Like it's
You
like,
don't be having
jeez, like you
sex.
need help,
You
bro.
get to no bitches.
You need a lot of help.
But it was a match. I mean, it was basically can they coexist to me. Then we got backstage with the Redeemer, Miro. Man, don't Miro look like he can make a cool ass MCU villain?
Yes.
But I'm trying to figure out who he will be.
He can.
I'm trying to
He
figure out who.
really
Do you have any
can.
idea who he can play? I
Man,
saw someone say Rhino.
that's not bad. That's
Like,
not bad.
I'm like, bro, they don't even have to give him no armor.
They don't.
They
Like,
just have him be literally. He can just
they
stand
just
there,
let him stand there.
just stand there and look still, and be like, yeah, this is me. Come at the Redeemer.
Oh man, like, and I
Oh,
actually still like his character so far too. Like, I'm still
because he's a
still
badass. Like,
enjoying his
he's
character.
interesting. And then, I guess they're building to Miro, Darby Allin, and Sting versus the House of Black in at All Out. They're unlikely allies, if you will. I like the
Okay.
promo. It was a solid promo. Then we had a segment, a very stoic CM Punk walk to the ring. So that open contract BS was led to a very stoic CM Punk. And I was
Mhm.
like, and I think I tweeted out, I said, I don't want to hold you, but I do not care. I do
And
not
he
care.
ended up signing it, so it's like,
And
okay,
I'm like, it built to that. So you had Ace Steel dropping an F bomb on TV. He said, "Get the fuck up." I'm like,
oh
was I supposed to hear that?
wow, like, all right.
But yeah, we got that. And then someone had a baby in the crowd. Like when Punk was up there hyping the crowd, they just held the baby up. They literally
Yeah,
offered the baby up to CM Punk.
I
What?
was like, what are you
Someone had asked.
doing?
They said, "Why is a baby at a wrestling event?" I'm like, "Oh, they have babies. They have babies at wrestling
They
events all
have
the
babies
time."
at wrestling events all the time.
But the question is, why are you offering up? You proving to Punk that you get bitches?
Mm,
It's all like, here, I got bitches. I got a baby behind it.
like, bro.
No bitches, Tony. No bitches. Tony Storm gets no bitches. Not Tony Storm. Tony Khan. Sorry about that.
Dang.
Tony Khan gets no
My
bitches.
gosh.
Sorry about that.
Mm-mm-mm.
uh So basically, he was trying to get sympathy from the crowd. They wasn't believing it until Ace Steel got on the mic and said, "Hey, trust me, he's gonna be the CM Punk." So, am I the only one that didn't really care about this build to this world title match? Oh, it's just me because I feel like I'm like,
Yeah. Oh god.
oh man.
Oh
So,
man.
but it's like, okay, we getting CM Punk versus John Moxley for the world title, but it's like, bro, then you just light him up
Mm.
like last week.
Right. Like,
So
did you do
I'm
that
supposed to take him
already?
serious now because you cut a promo. Oh, okay.
Bruh.
Just whoop his ass in 3 seconds and we good. We can go home.
Right.
Because I already know that. Already know all about to be a 20-hour pay per view. So
It is, and there's a possibility I might not be watching it. Like, I might
if
not
if I watch it, I probably won't watch it
until the next day.
the next day. Oh man.
Boy.
So basically, we're getting that, and then they had a sit down interview with Jungle Boy and Christian Cage,
Mm-hmm.
and I bust out laughing because I was high, and they played background music
They did. I was
during
trying to
it.
figure out if they was gonna fight, like right there.
I was like,
Cause I was
yo,
like, man, why y'all sitting down?
I was just laughing because I was like, I don't know why this song just made me giggle.
Like, man, like, so
So Jungle Boy said, "My father taught me to be a man. Sunday, you are not going to wrestle Jungle Boy. You are going to fight Jack Perry." I forgot that
Mm.
man's name was Jack Perry. I'm like, your name
So I
Jack Perry?
forgot.
I thought your name was Jungle Jack.
So I
Jungle
forgot
Jack,
his
because
name
because
is Matt
because Jim,
Perry.
Jim 'cause for some reason Jim Ross doesn't like to call that man Jungle Boy. He likes to say Jungle Jack Perry. I'm like, bro, his name is
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Boy. What is this man's name? Line,
Lie.
line. What is your name?
What is his name? What is his name? That's all I need to know.
Then we had a squash match. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler and TNT champion Warlow versus Silas Young, Red Jones, and Ice Pick Vic Capri. Uh, this was a match. Moving on. Then after the commercial break, we had another pop up segment with John Moxley, and I'm like, bro, you couldn't say this shit for the buy-in.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
was like, we're
man,
wasting
he
time.
done
Like,
came out again.
I was like, this. I'm like, again. All right. So
uh,
Moxley, it was basically Tony Khan building a match in 3 weeks, because all these promos should have been spaced out across weeks of TV and not just within one night. So you could tell he was just like, okay, let's just try to get them hype. I'm like, all right, that's literally my reaction. That was literally my reaction to that. I'm like, all right, but we got that, and then we had the Fated 4-Way, and then I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was like everybody, Gravity has just forgot everybody, because everybody
I definitely
did.
forgot when I saw that Fated 4. I was like, huh? I said, wait, what am I watching?
Oh,
Because when I caught,
before I forget, Evil Uno was attacked by Andrade for some reason,
oh yeah,
and I'm like, this is giving mid.
ah, I was
All
like,
right,
yeah,
all right.
this is a lot.
So basically, Hangman is going to replace Evil Uno and 10 in the trios match. So, all right, we're getting Hangman and the Dark Order versus the Elite in the finals. Let's just cut to the chase. Let's just cut to the chase. And speaking of the
Okay.
finals, we had the main event, which was Will Ospreay or Will Ocean Perch and Ozzy Open versus the Elite and Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. When Kenny Omega walked out, he was held together by Gorilla Glue and energy drink. When his shirt was ripped off, he was held together by duct tape and thoughts and prayers.
Oh man.
But the Elite obviously picked up the win to advance to the finals. I actually enjoyed this match. They were just doing shit just to do shit,
Yeah, I
but it
still
was
liked it though. It was
but it was
fun.
fun. It was fun. So I appreciate that. And that was AEW Dynamite. Before we move on to our next segments, because we are hitting that 30-minute mark. We're trying to get y'all out of here before 2 hours. But I watched NXT UK. It was the series finale of NXT UK. NXT UK is closing in favor of NXT Europe. And they crowned the final NXT UK champion. The first NXT UK champion was Tyler Bate when he was
Okay.
19 years old.
Wait, he 19?
He was at the time in 2017.
Oh, okay. Cause I was
So
like,
he's
damn, you don't look 19 in this. Not on that picture.
so he's 19 plus 6 now. I don't know why
25?
I don't know why I just did math. I could have just said 25. I'm
20,
high. My
yeah,
bad.
is he 20,
Yeah.
25, 24? Somewhere around there.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, 25. 25. He'll be 26, or if he isn't already 26.
So in this, wait, and he 25 now?
Yeah.
Dang, he don't even. Oh, he look older than me. Cause I'm 26, and my God, wow, I thought he was like 30 something.
It's the beard. It's the beard. It's
And
the grizzle.
it's the yeah,
It's the grizzle
yeah,
look.
it is. It
Because
really is.
if he shave his head, or if he shave his beard, he'll look like a
Cause
kid again.
bro, oh my God.
That's the same thing with me. People, if I shave my beard, I'll probably look younger than I am.
Okay.
But
Wow.
now I had one person tell me I look older with my beard shaved, and I'm like, how? And they could never tell me how. But I actually enjoyed NXT UK. The I guess you could say the final match. Blair Davenport became the number one contender officially because she's the number one contender already. Because they spoiled pretty much this entire episode. So she became the number one contender. So now she has a reason to be in that triple threat at Worlds Collide. Had a nice little middle matches, and then the main event was Tyler Bate versus Trent Seven for the NXT UK Championship Tournament final. And when I tell you I would recommend watching, like, this is the beauty behind Peacock. You can watch these old matches and just be like, okay, let me check this match out. Let me check this
Mm-hmm.
match out. And so NXT UK is not, you're going to see that. That's like content that's there for the network. But I'm interested to see what they do with NXT Europe. But yeah, NXT UK, make sure you guys check that out. I told you it wasn't going to be that long. It wasn't going to be that long. That long. That long at all.
So
You stupid dick! You done lost your damn mind, and I'm gonna help you find it. Shut your mouth.
All right, this is the part of the show where we switch to the unpopular wrestling opinions. So we had some, since we missed last week, we got this week. Someone said Rampage is a pretty useless show right now. It's just because it's just become their version of Sunday Night Heat. It just happened. Hey, cannot
wow.
agree. Even I can't. You like they hit that right out of the park.
Yeah, they actually did. So I said, wow,
Another one.
dang.
Another one we got. Sasha Banks is the most overrated female wrestler over the last 10 years. You shut your fucking mouth. Shut up.
I knew he was gonna say something.
You son of a bitch. Sasha Banks is a queen.
How dare you talk about her
How
like
dare you? How dare you?
See, you try to start it.
How dare thou? How dare thou this decrepit soil besmirch
Oh my
the
god.
name of Sasha Banks?
Man. So funny.
Someone said Bailey is the best out of the four horsewomen. That being, Bailey is the best out of Bianca. I mean, not Bianca. I said Bianca. But out of Becky, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks. If you're talking about babyface Bailey, hell no. Heel Bailey, I would put her at number 2.
Yeah.
It'll probably be Sasha, Bailey, Becky,
And then
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Like, that would be me. So it depends on which version you're talking about. All right, so let's look at another one. CM Punk and Paul Heyman was a better pairing than Heyman and Brock.
Wait, say that again.
CM Punk and Paul Heyman was a better pairing than Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar.
Dang.
It depends on your preference.
Yeah.
By default, I put Paul and Brock.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would say it is a solid pairing, but I wouldn't say it's the better pairing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it for what it was.
And Brock.
Him and Brock is more memorable because it was like, because of the longevity and stuff. So that's just me. And last one, nah, that's funny. Not that one. Tony Khan's,
I knew it was gonna be something funny.
Tony Khan's booking of Ring of Honor has been hilariously shit. Because no, he bought a whole ass company.
Dang.
So I mean, it's more of booking aid. It's like when the matches, the last two shows that I've had with it was Death Before Dishonor. I've enjoyed both the pay per views, so it's like okay, he's doing that. He could put on. He's proven he could put on a show, but I would like I said, Ring of Honor needs a network or a TV show.
Huh.
But that's it. But that's that. I can't really do nothing about that. Can't really do nothing at all.
Y'all, I'm sorry, I had to get my nerd on. Cause it be like that sometimes.
I know y'all said y'all you talking about Game of Thrones on a wrestling podcast?
You be quiet and go watch it.
It's my show, motherfucker. This is my show. I will talk about what I want to talk about. It's not the primary. It's not the dinner, but it's just I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Goddamn it! You understand me? You understand me? You understand me, son? You understand me? All right. But have you been watching? Are you caught up?
Yes, I am caught up. It's been
What are your thoughts on this
so far?
Like, what are your thoughts on this? Like, do you feel like this is like some of this? Because I have some topics on these shows. Like, we're not going to. We're not going to give a spoiler review or nothing. But it's like we're going to talk about it. Like, let's just make it get used to that J Squad remix.
I like.
We're going to be talking about that show a lot. I wanted to give them that credit because I could have been like that asshole that took the link their DJ name out. But I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Like
everybody getting their credit. J Squad with the remix Maniacs on YouTube. So I'm gonna be using that as a transition because hey, let's do it. But I like Rhaenyra a lot.
I do too. I really do.
She's reminding me of early Daenerys Targaryen. You know that they are the same.
Who's trying to, especially like the one who's, trying to break that cycle. Like, isn't she like, dang, like, like if, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't do it, at least like whoever comes way after me does it. But I'm already trying to do it now because the person who came before me didn't get that opportunity. Right, niece didn't get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Her older cousin didn't get it. So now she's trying to,
you know what I'm saying? That never was.
So it's like, dang, she didn't get it. So at least let me try to do it.
She had the qualifications, but because of her gender,
and because of her daddy, like that messed all that.
That was a tradition. So it's like they don't want women to be queens. They don't want the women to rule.
They don't want the woman to be in power.
Yeah. They don't want them to.
And it's like he don't care the fact that she's his oldest, and it's like, dang, like, dude, that's your heir. She's next. But how you skip over that? You ain't got no sons, homie.
For the cousin, you say, "Oh, I gave it to the
your
cousin."
sons are dead, and she's the oldest, and it's like, you still won't give it to her. So you gonna give it to her cousin? Okay.
Yeah. And then
he tried to do the same thing.
We got blood and guts. We got blood and guts and all that stuff. You got dicks chopped off. I was like, yeah, we back, baby.
I actually like her uncle, bro. I really do. I like
Damon.
I like Damon. So far, I'm liking Damon right now.
You know, there's a lot of Damons that are interesting villains or brothers in shows. Yeah, if you watch the CW, like I got a younger sister who watched this shit. If you watch the Vampire Diaries, you had Damon. If you watch, it was another show that I watched. It was a Damon. I'm like, these Damons, they ain't somebody to play with. The disrespect of air for a day. He like air for a day. I'm like, well, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone, I think I saw on Twitter where the Red Wedding, because for those of you who watched the original series, the Red Wedding, it
Mm-hmm.
was like, um, they was like, which one was more tragic, the Red Wedding or the birth scene? And I'm like, the Red Wedding, because I had more of an emotional connection to Rob Stark and his family than the Queen at the time, because I don't even remember her name. But
Oh
and
gosh,
obviously
I
they
totally
did
forgot.
the
I think it's
remarriage.
Emma. I think her
Emma,
name's Emma. I think her name's
okay,
Emma.
or Iman or something.
I think so. It's right in there.
All right.
I did have a connection with like the baby being lost stuff like that because I thought about like how my like not the breach part, but so actually it was kind of weird for me for a little bit, but I could relate to both sides. Like my mom, she was a breech baby. That's the one. And then the second thing is like my mom, lost a baby before me. And then she lost another before my brother. So I
Yeah.
can't relate on that side. I'm just like, dang, like, ooh, that's a lot. But that red wedding though, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw the red wedding, I was like, yo, like this right here.
Especially the way they killed most of them. They was like chopping babies that wasn't even born
Yeah,
yet.
that
I'm
that
like,
was just like
ooh.
I had to literally stop for a second. Like after I saw that particular episode and that
You
particular
had to
scene, I was
pause
like,
from
yeah, I had to
after that
stop.
scene.
Yeah,
You had
like
to
I
pause
was
at that
like,
scene. You was like,
yeah,
whoa,
I
whoa.
was like, I need a break.
I need a joint.
I was like, whoa. I was like, yeah, I need some time off.
Exactly. So I was like, ooh,
Seriously, yeah, like I need some
oof.
time off.
But other than that, and then obviously the marriage storyline where I was like, she don't look older, no older
I
than 12. And
felt
then I had
so
somebody
bad.
comment. They said, "Oh, she's actually 12." I was like,
I
"I
felt
beg your
so
pardon.
yeah. In the
I,
in the series, yeah, like
I beg
she's
your
12.
pardon.
Yeah,
I
she's
beg your
12.
pardon. What?"
She's 12
Uh,
years old.
And she's like, I won't." No, because I think what irritated me, I was like, when she was like, I won't have to bed you until I'm 14. I said, how old are you? What? And then they said 12. I was like, wow, this is fucked up. And then he upgraded to a 15-year-old. And I'm like, there's no adults around? Like there's no one 21? 21? Can you go to the help and marry one of their 21-year-olds that you don't got working to get a six pack in the kitchen? Won't you marry one of them? You 12-year-old? With all due disrespect, go to hell.
Yeah, it's just that when I first, especially like what got one of the things that really like stuck out to me with the whole particular thing when he was trying to decide on who's gonna marry who is the fact that like you got this one character that goes by the name of Allison, and it's like she's supposed to be
Rhaenyra's best friend.
Rhaenyra's best friend, and the
That,
fact that her dad was like, "Yeah, I pick her." No, man. Anybody else really? My thing is you the king. How about you just say neither one? How about that? Why
yeah.
you can't say that? Like when I tell you, I really was just like, I was so upset and so mad. And then on top of that, it makes it even worse because that's his cousin as well.
Oof.
So that makes it even worse. It's like, come on, like what is up with
Oh,
y'all?
but
And
no, that's the thing
what's
about
up
the
with this
Lannisters.
inbred and yeah,
That's
that
the
too.
thing
Like
about the
that's another
Lannisters.
thing.
Not
Like
the
I
Lannisters.
said,
That
is
was
it
the
all
no.
this incest going on? Yes,
It
the
was
Lannisters.
the
Yes.
Lannisters and the Targaryens. They were both incest families.
Like, oh my gosh. I was like, man.
Because you remember the first episode where the
I
brother
think
was touching.
Daenerys was probably the only one that didn't go through that because she ended up being with Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah, for briefly, but then she ended up with Jon Snow, who's her nephew.
Yes, like, and that sucks. I know that just sucks, bro. I was like, I can't deal with y'all. Like,
I'm like,
I love
you fuck,
y'all, but this junk
you,
got to stop.
you fucking your auntie? You fucking your brother?
It's like, man, what
You
is
can't. You know you
wrong?
can't reproduce with because when you reproduce with your cousins and your brothers and your direct blood, they come out a little mental. We saw it with
Yeah,
Joffrey and all these people.
hmm.
So
That's a hint.
sweet Alabama.
Oh my gosh, that's a hint. Like
Sweet
hint, hint.
Home Alabama. I swear, the Game of Thrones, as far as the incest, was made up in Alabama.
Oh man, had to be.
Because someone asked me, they said, "What does Atlanta have?" As they said, if Atlanta has peaches and New York has the Great Apple, what does Alabama have? I said rats and incest.
I mean,
So, and if anybody listens to me from
yeah,
Alabama, my bad, but you might be an incest baby.
like might want to look into that. That's a little
Other
scary.
than that, what other thoughts you have on Game of Thrones or Game of Thrones House of Dragon?
I know that is it Valerius? Oh, I can never say their name right. The Valerius family or something like that. But I know him and Damon, they're gonna end up teaming together.
Yeah,
That's
and,
definitely gonna go
we're going to
down.
get an actual like an adult version of Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
The version that we've been accustomed to for the first, I believe, 3 or 4 episodes will be the younger versions because I believe they're doing time jumps. Like
Okay.
episode 1 and 2 is 1 year, and then episode 3 is like 2 to 3 years later. So they're doing a time jump. Like so, they're I guess I think I like their concept. They're telling it in like a here's the past and here's the future type
Yeah, because
deal.
by them
So
saying it, what's it like 200 years or 120
200
years, something like
years,
that?
200 years
Way
before
before
Daenerys
Game of
Targaryen.
Thrones.
Hmm.
So it's
But
like, yeah, I get it.
other than that, I've been enjoying House of Dragon. I can't wait to Sunday.
Yes,
I
people.
think they are airing this Sunday
September
because
4th.
I think oh
September
yeah, so
4th
they're
at
doing
9 o'clock.
so I guess they're not doing a holiday break. You know, some things like to do holiday breaks or whatever. But
Yeah. September
next,
4th, episode 3.
if you are, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now tuning in, or if you are at this point, we are going to save our preview and predictions, our speed rounds of everything towards the end. So I appreciate you for stopping and bear with us as we get things rolling.
Acknowledge me.
All right, this is the part of the show before we get to our preview and predictions for the special Gresh Unleashed prediction show. This is the part where we chop it up with the Bandit, where Suela takes full reign and give us the dirt. What up, girl?
All right, so check this out. So I don't know if anybody have seen Mayans MC. If you have, cool. If you haven't, I'm gonna need you to check that out. But good news, they just renewed for season 5. They announced it for at this panel. It says Mayans MC was officially confirmed to be returning for season 5 during the team's panel at San Diego Comic Con on in July 2022. So they are gonna renew Mayans MC. I'm excited because it's not over. So it's like, especially like after everything that went down in season 4. There is one particular character that I really do miss who I wish they would have brought back, but that's not happening right now. But anyway, definitely stay tuned for that. It's supposed to be on FX, how it normally comes on anyway in the first place. So if you don't end up catching it when it does air on FX, just tune in on your Hulu and it'll be on there. Also The Hype, that is on HBO Max. I think they are going to be renewing for the season 2. I want to say check out season 1 if you can. The Hype is pretty much it's a competition series set in the colliding world of streetwear, business, and culture, where fashion visionaries must elevate their designs and their entrepreneurial sense to avoid elimination while remaining authentic to their style. So I think it's a pretty good series, especially like when to me it's like it makes me think of Urban Wear meets Project Runway. That's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit, because you got like some of these stars that are like on here, where like some of these celebs like Wiz Khalifa and some of these other people who are like on the panel like judging and stuff, like the clothes and stuff like that too. So I think that's pretty cool. And I think it's gonna be neat. But the fact that they're gonna renew for a season 2, I think that's pretty awesome. Also, there is a TV series that y'all need to check out. It is on Apple TV. It's called Bad Sisters. The new episode 4, comes out this Friday, but catch up from episode 1 all the way to 3 so you can get an idea of what's going on. The story pretty much tells about these 5 sisters. They are like supposed to be like they have like a tight bond, but the thing is, one of the sisters, she got married, and the husband that she's married to,
Yeah.
the man is trash. When I
Oh,
mean trash, I mean trash. He got something like on every single sister, and they all don't like him. His coworkers don't like him. His child doesn't even like him. So it's
damn.
like now they're
They
trying
just
to
said fuck
figure
you.
out. Oh yeah, but here's the kicker with him is when he dies unexpectedly, you have the insurance companies. Their suspect is automatically like the sisters. They're trying to figure out, did they kill him, and if they did, why? Little stuff like that. If they did kill him. So that's what we're trying to figure out right now. But other than that, it's been good so far. It's hilarious. I will say that. So like make sure you also check that out. I haven't really got a chance to get into no UFC stuff lately, but I will because I've been little backtrack doing like work and all this other stuff too. So hopefully I'll
Yeah,
catch up
we're gonna
with
get
guys on
you.
that
We're gonna talk
very
about
soon.
sports. So this ain't gonna really be a wrestling podcast no more. It's gonna be a sports podcast. We're gonna be talking about everything.
Oh
So I have to upgrade the category soon because we might be just a sports because we talking about UFC too. We talking about Game of Thrones and we talking about the professional wrestlers. That's all I'm
yep,
saying. And then you got anything else for me?
that's it.
Did you hear about Tiffany Haddish?
I might have. It's probably went over my head, but
Comedians Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears face allegations of inappropriate conduct with minors, according to the Daily Beast, with Haddon's lawyer denying all claims.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
And if true, I told my mom this. I said because I know my mom was a
Oh
fan.
man.
My mom was a fan of Tiffany Haddish. I'm like, if true, like I'm not gonna say like if true, but it's like I don't like to report as a reporter. I don't like to report on anything without facts. So if I don't
Uh-huh.
know for a fact, I'm not going to say, "Oh, Tiffany did this," or "A what's his name, Ari Spears
Every
did this."
Spears. Right.
I'm just going to be like allegedly. So hey, if true, that's fucked up. Go to hell. But if not true, I don't know. I hope everything goes accordingly and let the truth come out. But that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Mess,
Yeah, I can't.
mess with kids. That's one thing we don't do. We don't mess with kids around here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But I think that's all. That's all we got for this week's for Chop It Up with the Bandit. And yo, let's get to the speed round of the preview and the predictions for WWE Clash at the Castle, NXT Worlds Collide, NXT 2.0 versus NXT UK, and AEW All Out 2022. And then we're going to wrap up today's podcast. Let's pull up some match card. Starting this Saturday, it will be Clash at the Castle where Liv Morgan defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler. Who you going with on this one?
I'm going with Shayna.
Going with Shayna?
Yeah.
I'm getting shades since Triple H is in charge. I'm getting shades of the old Shayna. So uh, I love Liv. I met you, girl. You was a sweetheart. We tapped each other's Bang energy drinks. I gave us a lot of those for some reason. So it's like if Shayna wins, so be it. So be it. So be it. Next up, we have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Gunther defending against the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Do you have a pick for this one? Because if you don't, I will pick.
I got Gunther.
You got Gunther?
Yeah.
You think he gonna chop Sheamus's face
I
off?
I got Gunther for this one.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Sheamus.
Okay.
Sheamus. Sheamus.
Okay. Okay.
Let me take some notes so I can make sure that we actually got our predictions recorded for if we do the predictions. Let's see. We have I don't know why I'm talking like this, but we have we both picked Shayna and you picked Gunther and I picked Sheamus. So we're 50-50 on that. Next up, we saw these two clear each other and get personal on Monday. Seth Rollins versus Matthew Riddle. Who you got with this one?
I got Seth.
You got the drip guard. You got the Joker.
I
And
got
you know what? I'm
Seth.
going with Seth because apparently Riddle's a freak. But nah, in real talk, I'm going with Seth because Seth needs a pay-per-view win. I will sleep on that. He needs a pay-per-view win. Next up, we had this match that was made official on Monday. The Judgment Day versus Edge and Rey Mysterio.
Dang. Yeah, I'm going with. I'm going with Edge and Ray.
You going with Edge and Ray? I'm going with Dom turning on his father and Edge to join the Judgment Day.
Okay. Okay.
So you going with Edge and Ray? Let's get
Okay. Okay.
it. Edge, Ray, and I'm going with the Judgment Day with Dom turning on the
On his
family.
dad. Okay. Okay.
That's just me though. That's just me though. All right. All right.
Okay.
Then we have the 6-woman tag team match. Damage Control. They being Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky versus the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Oscar.
Yeah, I got Bianca for this one.
I want Damage Control to win, so we're 50-50 again. All right, all right. You got Bianca and the Babyface Squad
Yeah, I got them.
and the squad. Let's give them
Yeah.
respect. The squad
Yeah, I
and
get the squad.
I got Damage Control or the dub. So we are 50-50 again. All right, all right, all right. I don't know why I sound like a soul maker, but we are. And then we got Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
This is hard.
Yeah, that's the
It
high.
is.
That's the high.
This is
For
really
the
hard.
Undisputed Universal Championship.
Yeah, I'm going with my boy. I'm going with Roman. Like,
I'm going with Roman, but I just have a feeling they're going.
yeah, if they give it to Drew, I ain't gonna be upset. If they
But
do.
we both got Roman Reigns, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, I see Roman, but I don't like. But I see them giving it to Drew though. So they want to start fresh. But that was Clash at the Castle. We were actually going to be doing a review of it after the show because it's earlier in the afternoon. And Swella can't make it because I know she got other things going on, but I think she'll let me know if she can make it or not. We got Highlight Reel in the building. He said he's willing to hop on the podcast to give his thoughts and opinions on Clash at the Castle. So big UK pay-per-view. Hopefully you guys check it out because I've actually enjoyed the build. It's like 5-6 matches. I appreciate that. Let's talk about NXT Worlds Collide. NXT Worlds Collide is NXT versus NXT UK. First match on the plate. Unification match for the NXT and NXT UK Women's Championship. Satomura, the NXT UK champion, Mandy Rose, the NXT champion, and Blair Davenport, who recently became the number one contender, if you want to go canon wise, on NXT UK, the final episode of NXT UK. Who you got on this one?
It's oh god, I can't even get her name back out.
Satomura.
Yeah.
You see her getting the win and unifying the belts?
Yeah.
And I do too. But knowing Shawn Michaels, he'll let Mandy Rose win.
Knowing Shawn Michaels.
Knowing Shawn Michaels,
I called him out.
Yep, knowing Shawn Michaels, he'll be
Cause
like,
he'll do
"Yeah,
it.
gotcha, bitch. It's Mandy Rose. Ha ha ha. You thought,
Mhm.
you thought, you thought, motherfucker. You thought." And then next up, we got the unification match: NXT Tag Team Champions versus NXT UK Tag Team Champions Gallus, Pretty Deadly, yes boy, Diamond Mine, the Creed brothers,
Okay.
and Briggs and Jensen. You got four white boys that's about to beat each other's ass. What you think of?
I'll take the Creed brothers.
Yeah, they got that dog in them. Oh,
Yeah, I'll take
they
the
got
Creed
that dog.
brothers.
Yeah, we both got the Creed brothers on this one. This high is kicking my ass. I enjoyed though.
Oh my gosh.
And then we have this match that was interesting. It feels random, but it was interesting. Do drop and Nikki Ash versus Caden Carter, respectfully, and Oh no, Katana Chance. I'm about to say Casey Kanzara, her real name, Katana Chance. I see the
Wow.
NXT people. I see the NXT
Yeah.
people winning
Yeah.
because Doudrop and Nikki are on the main roster, so I doubt
Yeah. Like.
that'll happen. And then we have this one for the. This is as General Booty on Twitter would say. This is the Rock and Austin for light skinned people.
Unified.
Nah, this is the NXT North American Championship. You got Ricochet, former NXT North American champion, returning to challenge the unified Mello because he said he did that before. He was like, I did that 8 months ago.
Mm.
So I'm ready for this match.
I am too.
This is a match. This is a match. I'm just like, yo, let's do this as of yesterday.
I
Let's
just
do
want to
it.
see it because if I try to decide on who gonna do the what, it's like nah. Like I just want
So
to watch
we both gonna agree that it's gonna be Carmelo Hayes, right?
it. Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Cause yeah, they ain't finna put it on Ricochet. Then we got the main event, the NXT Championship and the NXT UK Championship unifying. We will be saying farewell to that beautiful belt. The NXT UK title is gorgeous. I want a
It
replica
is.
so bad to put on my shelf. I truly do because that is a
They
gorgeous
don't
belt.
do replicas.
No, they do.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. I just want. I do. I need to get the money because them things expensive.
they are.
But
Belt
because
cost
I think they wanted me
money.
to. I was gonna get a belt at SummerSlam, but it was like $200. I said no,
Mm,
no. I paid $450 for my belt in the back,
dang.
so no, not gonna happen. But it's gonna be Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate. Do you think you see them putting Breaker over, don't you?
Yeah.
So we both agree on Braun Breaker. I wouldn't mind it being Tyler Bate because Tyler Bate is an interesting character. But if they do, but in my opinion, if they don't do anything with them in NXT after they unify them, I feel like they should. I feel like they should send like Tyler Bate to the main roster.
Mm. Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing him on Raw or SmackDown. Just let him be Tyler Bate though. Don't change his name. Um. So that was what. Oh, I put that on the wrong line. That was NXT Worlds Collide 2022. Not a bad card. I can't wait to see it personally. Make sure I did that right. All right, yeah, we did that right. Cool. I believe it's a total of 4 matches, 5 matches for that too. So I
Okay.
appreciate that. And then the next thing we're gonna look at is AEW All Out. It's literally like 20,000 matches. So I'm going to pull up the card right here because, buddy, y'all are killing me. You have Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston on the kickoff. or the Power
Oh,
Hour.
there's a kickoff. Wow.
Then you have. So who do you think going to win this one? Eddie Kingston or Ishii?
Eddie Kingston.
I know the world is cold. I bump the luck. I know the world is cold. I bump the luck. I know the world is cold. I bump the luck. You see me staring at you, better knuckle up. Oh, sorry, that was the theme song. Sorry. Sorry. So we're gonna get that match. You have the next up. You have let's pull them up. Pull them up. Pull them back up. You have Hook versus Angelo Parker for the NXT. No, NXT. Sorry, for the FTW Championship. Okay, that's a pre-show too. So we ain't got. That's 3 matches for the kickoff, or the buy-in, or the Power Hour, or the 0 Hour. Sorry, and then you have Brian Danielson versus the Lionheart, Chris Jericho. So they're trying to get that gimmick over. Like, he's going to embrace the past so he can beat the present. Who you think winning this one?
American Dragon.
I see Chris Jericho because Daniel Garcia is gonna probably do something stupid.
He said Chris Jericho.
Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
turn on him. You know the whole gimmick, like, oh, do I trust him? No, you gonna turn on him. You
Do I
gonna
trust
turn
him?
on him, bro. I don't even know how you can turn on somebody that you weren't even aligned with. So
Oh
there's that.
yeah. You got a point. You got a point.
And then next up we have. Let me make sure I'm still in the mic because I don't want to be distorted. We have Tony Storm versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Jamie Hayter versus Hikaru Shida for the interim AEW Women's Championship. Who you got? Oh, I don't care about the match, but I'm like, who you got?
Oh yeah. I mean,
I'm just gonna put a wild card out there.
I'm gonna say Sheeta.
You gonna say Shida? I was
Yeah.
gonna say Shida too. So I'm just gonna put a wild card out there. I'm a wild card Shida, but my official pick is probably gonna be Tony Storm.
Okay.
So you got Cheetah, and I got Tony Storm. Next up, we got House of Black versus House of Black versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro in a trios match. Who you got winning this one?
Darby.
So Miro and friends. And for me, I gotta go with Miro and friends. It's like, I don't know what they're doing with the House of Black. I want to be proven wrong, but I just don't see
I want to be proven wrong, but I just don't see it.
it. Then we have Jade Cargill versus Athena for the AEW TBS Women's Championship. Why they do her render like that?
Right. And I'm gonna
Why
go
got
with Jade, but still, like,
why they got Athena looking so tiny?
right.
I would have gave her a little
A
nudge up,
little
like
lift.
a
Right.
little lift. I would give her a little
Lift
lift up.
up.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, do her like that. Oh gosh.
You say you're going with Jade. I'm going with Jade.
Yeah.
Jade is going to continue the undefeated streak. Next up, we have Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns from Impact Wrestling.
Hmm.
This is just a match that exists, but I'm interested in seeing.
I am. That's why I don't even know who I'm going with for these two. Cause I just want to watch them fight. Honestly.
I see the babyface is winning.
Okay.
So team babyface for me. And who you got, babyface?
Yeah.
Team babyface for the win. I wrote that too. So
Team
I
baby
gotta,
faces.
I gotta remember that. Then we had the Casino Battle Royal ladder match, or not Battle Royal, it's the Casino ladder match. It's going to be Ring of Honor World's Heavyweight Champion Claudio Castagnoli, ROH Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta, Penta El Zero Miedo, Rey Phoenix, Rush, Andrade El Idolo, and Dante Martin in a ladder match for a shot at the AEW World's Heavyweight Championship. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with. I'm honestly, I'm gonna go with Roosh now, just to see.
Just Roosh. Your pick is Roosh. Because it's just it's a one man match. It looks like a tag team match,
It
but it's
do,
not.
but like, yeah, it did like a tag team match for a second. I had to look at it again. I was like,
It's a
you know
ladder
what?
match.
Yeah, it's a ladder match.
It's a ladder
Like, I'm gonna
match.
go with Roosh.
Roosh. You going with Rush? That nigga named Rush.
Rush.
And I gotta go with the Joker.
Okay.
Joker. Then we have. It's a lot of matches. This is like match 10.
Yeah.
We have Swerve in Our Glory, the AEW World's Tag Team Champions,
Yeah,
versus the
that's who I'm
Acclaim.
going with too.
Swerve in Our
in our
Glory.
glory.
Yep. I respect the Acclaim. Everybody loves the Acclaim, but Swerve in Our Glory, no question. There was not even a build to this, so I don't even know why I should care. But just because I know who's in it, I appreciate it. And then we have Ricky Starks, absolute Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse.
Two former
Hobbs.
friends broken. Damn, this Team Taz is my team. Well, they broke them up, but all right.
Right.
I gotta go with my boy Ricky. I'm sorry,
Ricky?
you got Hobbs.
Okay. I got Hobbs.
I gotta go with Ricky. Ricky Starks,
Okay.
as Taz like to call him, Ricky Starks. I gotta go with Ricky Starks. And then we have this high still whooping my ass. We have the Elite versus Kenny the Elite and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus the to be determined. So they're in the finals. So who do you think? It's more likely going to be the Elite versus Hangman and the Dark Order. Who do you think will win in that match? Hangman and the Dark Order or Kenny and the Bucks? You know they got this story where Hangman, like Hangman is like he still he doesn't want to be friends with the Young Bucks, but the Young Bucks want to be friends with him. So that's gonna be an interesting factor. Like, will they? It's drama. You know, sports entertainment, baby.
Yeah.
Y'all like to say, "Oh, sports entertainment." This is not the same. Oh, it's all the same thing, man. So we both going with the. You know what? I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm going with the Elite.
Yep, the Elite.
All right, so we're both going with the Elite.
Oh man.
All right, then we got the main event that was thrown together last minute. You have John Moxley defending the AEW World's Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk.
I'm going with Moxley.
I hope Moxley. We both going with Moxley. I just hope it's Moxley. They're probably gonna do a heel turn.
I know, but it's like I just.
Oh man,
I'm just tired of seeing this fight.
Right, and I'm pretty sure like the people are tired of seeing us. We're already over 2 hours, but we appreciate you guys for joining us. But that was our AEW All Out preview and predictions. So I guess we might as well go ahead and that might just do it for our podcast today. Saturday, we will be going live after WWE Clash at the Castle to officially review the show, which will be headlined by Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And we already gave our predictions of that, but we're going to be actually giving our thoughts and our honest opinions. I was contemplating on doing like a live reaction, but I'm not really going to because I don't want to at this point. But we'll be doing that. We'll be reviewing that, and then since Memorial Day, I don't know everybody's work schedule. We'll talk about after the show.
Oh, you
But
meant Labor Day.
Labor Day, I don't know what I don't know because I'm off on Labor Day. If we're both off, this is just a tentative thing. If we're both off on Monday, we will probably try to review All Out if we watch it, and Clash at the Castle. I mean, not Clash at the Castle, on Worlds Collide, because that's gonna be a long Sunday, and I'm not trying to stay up at midnight or after to try to watch to review All Out. That's gonna be longer than 20 hours. So, but we'll be reviewing Clash at the Castle on Saturday, and Monday review is tentative.
Huh?
Well, if you enjoyed today's podcast, make sure you follow us over at www.gressunleashed.com or at Gresh Unleashed on YouTube, on everywhere, literally at Gresh Unleashed. Or you can follow me at Josh Gresham ORG. That is on Twitter, Instagram, Joshua Gresham ORG on Facebook. And you can link with me on the Reddit. Join the Reddit if you are. I have not stressed this enough. Join the freaking Reddit. Let's be funny together. Join the Reddit. We're going to be doing a lot of reactions over on there. But make sure you follow Suela at Suela the Bandit 3 on Twitter, and it's another name on Instagram. She'll be tagged on an IG post, so you'll
see it.
You'll see it. But other than that, if we don't have any more house notes, our usual streaming day is on Thursdays, but sometimes we'll have to cancel if real life events happen. But with that being said, I'm gonna actually leave y'all with a message as we get out here from comedian Strula King that I agree with, that I'm gonna need y'all to listen to. But as we sign off, we want you guys to stay safe out here and be accountable for your actions. Go touch grass. Stop obsessing over these wrestling. Stop. No bitches. Line. No bitches.
Oh man.
Stop acting like you ain't got no bitches. That's all I gotta say. But with that being said, for real though, you guys stay safe out here in this world. Like, be safe, please be safe. If you feel like something is wrong, don't be afraid to check it out. But remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out. Be
Bye, y'all.
breezy.
Hey, listen, for all of the relationship gurus out there, I am just coming back one more time to remind you, it doesn't matter whether you're red pill, blue pill, pink pill, black pill, or blood pressure pill. I just want you to know that you need to shut the hell up. Yeah. Every now and then, I'm just going to do a video just to let y'all know y'all need to shut the hell up. All of y'all giving relationship advice, these men talking about all of the negative qualities in it was men talking negative qualities in women talking negative qualities in men. Y'all pick out the worst of each group and just bash each other left and right and back and forth. You talk about the worst of the worst, which is usually a small percentage. You talk about the worst women. You talk about the worst men. And then you generalize. Men do this. No, women do that. You're talking about the worst of the worst. I'm just trying to remind y'all. Shut the hell up. How do you have so much relationship advice when none of you are in a relationship? Shut up. Just shut the hell up. You're not going to do it. And I'm not going to stop reminding y'all that y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. All of y'all need counseling. Mm-hmm.